this is Jamie from Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make this very pretty kind of detailed granny square. It's a little bit different than just a traditional granny square. You can see the design here. I think this is really pretty. So I'm going to show you how to make this into a bag. If you just like to learn how to make the granny square, that's totally fine. You can leave after we do that, and then anybody else that wants to stay can learn how to finish it up for the bag. So we're going to make two of these. This is the first one that I already made, and I'm going to show you how to make another one. And what you will need is a size 5mm hook. And of course you could use any size hook that you want and any yarn that you want. I'm just showing you what I used for the specific bag. So I'm going to use a size 4 cotton yarn, and this is, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. I think the color is called Brights. I don't know, I use this for everything. I love it. And then you will need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle to sew in your ends. So let's go ahead and get started. But like I said, you can use this for anything. I've made bags. I've made these same bags with acrylic and larger hooks, so it doesn't really matter. It's up to you. As a disclaimer, I always mention in my videos, if you're not subscribed or if you haven't watched my videos before, I have a lot of allergies and sinus issues, so I'm sorry that my voice sounds like this. I know it's probably annoying. It's annoying for me too, but it is what it is right now. So I apologize. All right, to start out, we are going to do a magic circle. And if you're unfamiliar with magic circle, I can show you how to do it quickly here, but I also have a video for it that I'll put in the description box. It's like 5 minutes, so if you need a little bit longer, you could watch that before getting started. So what I do is just put it over 3 fingers in the back, and I wrap my yarn around the front and make an X over my fingers. And I just hold it down with my pinky, and then I go underneath this first piece and over the second, and then pull up my loop. And that's your magic circle. You can pull that off your hands right now if you'd like, or you can do a chain here, and that will secure it a little bit better. So just go underneath this one then, and just pull around for your chain. And then you can pull it off your fingers, and voila, we have a magic circle. Now we chained 1, so you're going to chain 2 more for a total of 3 chains. All right, and that is going to eventually count as a double crochet. So from here, we're going to double crochet 2 together inside the circle. So it's just like a double crochet if you're not familiar, but we just have an extra step. So yarn over and go into the circle, pull up a loop and yarn over and pull through 2, just like you're doing a regular double crochet. But before we finish that off, we're going to yarn over, go back into the circle, yarn over and pull up a loop. So you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So we just did 2 double crochets together. All right. But that first chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so we actually have 3. All right, and then we're going to chain 1, and next we're going to double crochet 3 together. So yarn over and go into the circle, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. That's our first one. We're going to do that 2 more times. Go back in, yarn over and pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on your hook. That's our second one. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4. And that's 3 together. And then chain 1. Or no, I'm sorry, we're going to chain 3 after that one. Okay, so chain 3. And then we're going to do 3 together again, double crochet 3 together. So go in, do your double crochet, pull through 2, pull through 2, and for the third one, pull through 2 again, and then pull through all 4. All right, and then chain 1. Now we're going to double crochet 3 together again. So 1, 2, and 3, yarn over and pull through all 4, and chain 3. This is going to be our pattern around for just the first round. All right, double crochet 3 together again. There's 1, 2, and 3. I do a weird thing with my thumb. If you've not watched me before, I kind of put my thumb there after each stitch. I'm not doing anything different than just the regular stitches, but it probably looks a little bit funny to you. And then pull through all 4, and then chain 1. We're going to double crochet 3 together again. 1, 2, and 3. Pull through all 4, and chain 3. Double crochet 3 together again. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to chain 1. And then we have 1 more. So we're going to double crochet 3 together one last time. 1, 2, and 3. Pull through all 4, and then chain 3. And then we're going to close up our magic circle. So pull this all the way closed. And we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet. Okay, so slip stitch, whoops, sorry. Slip stitch here and pull it through. So this is what we are looking like for the very first round. All right, and from here we are going to start the next round. We don't chain or anything like that. We're going to slip stitch. So you can see these 2 clusters here. Here's the first cluster, here's the second cluster, and we're going to go in between those 2. So not into a stitch, just in between those 2 and do a slip stitch. Okay, and then we're going to chain 3. That's going to count as our first double crochet. And now in that same space in between the clusters, we're going to do 2 more double crochets so that there will be 3 altogether, counting the chain 3. So do 2 double crochets right in that same space. And from there we're going to chain 2. And we're going to start going into this corner space here, this large corner space. And we're going to do 3 double crochet 3 together in that space. So just like we did before, we're going to go in, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then pull through all of them. And then we're going to chain 3. And we're going to do the same thing in that same space. We're going to double crochet 3 together in that same corner space. Okay, so just pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through all 4, and then chain 2. Okay, and we're moving right along here. So now you can see the next 2 clusters. There's a cluster here and a cluster here. We're going to go in between those, and we're going to do our 3 double crochet like we did in the beginning, right in the middle of those clusters. So 3 regular double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 3. And then chain 2. And we're back to a corner again. So in the corners we do double crochet 3 together. So in that corner space, double crochet 3 together. Pull through all 3, chain 3, and then double crochet 3 all together in the same space. Double crochet 3 together, pull through, and then chain 2. So this is going to be our repeat pattern around. I'll put it up here over here so that you can read it, but in between the clusters we do 3 double crochet and then we chain 2 before getting to the corner, and in the corner we're going to do double crochet 3 together, chain 3, double crochet 3 together, and then chain 2, and then our, in between clusters again. So that will be our repeat pattern around. So go ahead and finish up that last corner, and you can put this on pause and I'll do mine and see you back after this round. All right, after I finished up that last corner there, 3 together, chain 3, 3 together, then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that we started with. So not the very first stitch, but the actual chain 3. Make sure you go to the top of that. Do a slip stitch. And then this is what our square should look like so far. Okay, moving on, we are going to start with a chain 3. And now this round is what we're going to repeat for the rest of the bag. So this round's pretty much the same as the last one, we just have one added step. So this chain 3 is always going to count as your first double crochet. And from here we're going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches. You can see that there's 3 here all together. There's the chain 3 that we started with, which counts as double crochet. There's 1, 2, and 3. So we want to do all 3 of those as double crochets again. So here's our first, and then we're going to go into the top of the second and do a double crochet, and then go into the last one there, do a double crochet. And now we have these other spaces besides just the corner spaces here. We have these spaces in between each. So for every space that we encounter, it's going to be like each row you're going to have a little bit more. So for here we have 3, 3, 3, 3, and then we have 2 spaces on each side. So in each space we're going to double crochet 2. So you will have 3 plus 2 plus 2 will end up having 7. And you don't have to worry about those numbers or anything like that. I'm just trying to explain it before we get started. So we have 3 here. We're going to double crochet 2 in this next space. Just 2 regular double crochets. And when we come around to the end, we'll get to this space. So don't worry about that now. And then after that, we're going to chain 2. So before every corner and after every corner, we chain 2. And then in the corners, we're just going to do the same thing we did before. Double crochet 3 together. Double crochet 3 together. Pull through all 4 and chain 3. And then we double crochet 3 together into that same corner space again. Double crochet all 3 together. And now we're at the end of a corner, so we chain 2. And now you're going to go into this space here. Okay, see there's our 3 double crochets, and we have the spaces on each side. So we're going to do 2 double crochet in this space. And then we're going to double crochet in the top of each of these 3 double crochets from the prior round. So do 1 double crochet here, 1 double crochet in the next one, and 1 double crochet in the third. And now we have another space here, so we do 2 double crochets in that space. And then we're at a corner, so before the corners we chain 2. And then in the corner we're going to do our double crochet 3 together. Chain 3. Double crochet 3 together. I love how this yarn just changes colors. It's so pretty. All right. And then we're at the end of the corner, so we chain 2. Now we're back in the space again, so do 2 double crochets in the space. And this is what we're going to do all the way around, the same pattern for this round and every round after. And then we have 3 double crochets, so do 1 double crochet in the top of each of those. 2 and 3. And then we have another space, so we do 2 double crochets in the space. And we're back to a corner, so you do chain 2. All right, so go ahead and finish up the last round here, or the last row here. I'll show you how to start the next round, and then I'll leave you be for the rest of the bag until we come back together. So go ahead and finish this round, and I will meet you back at the end of this round. I've just finished my last corner. I did the chain 3 together, or the double crochet to get 3 together. We're going to chain 2, and now over here you can see that we have that space that we didn't do when we started, because we started in the double crochets. So we have to chain or do 2 double crochets into that space. Okay. And then you will slip stitch to the top of the first chain 3 that you made. And that will finish up our row. Okay, and then you can check your work by just flattening it out and see this one every row before, not counting the corner piece, oops, sorry, not counting the corner pieces, the corner clusters, you should have 7 double crochets on each side and then 2 clusters in each corner. Okay, in every round it will get bigger. So we had 3, then we have 7, and each round we will increase. And so you can see here on this one that I did, these are the rounds that we did so far up to here. And from here you just do the same thing, and you can make this as small or as large as you want. I do, after this beginning part, I do 6 rounds. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We've done 2 after this so far, so I'm going to do 4 more. So let's get started. I'll show you how to start this one, and I'll show you how to end this one, and then you can do your last few rounds by yourself. So we're always going to start with a chain 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet. And then we're going to double crochet however many stitches are here to the left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this is the one that's right on top or right underneath our chain 3. Okay, so we're going to double crochet in each of these. And then we have that space, so we're going to chain, or we're going to double crochet 2 inside that space. And now we're at a corner, so before and after every corner you chain 2. And then in the corner we do our double crochet 3 together. And chain 3. And then double crochet 3 together in that same space. I think I just double crocheted my piece of my hair into this. And then we're at the end of a corner, so we chain 2. And now moving to the side, we have this space again. So we do 2 double crochets in each space. So we'll do 2 double crochets here. And now we're going to double crochet in each one of these 7 stitches. So make sure you get that first one. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to see it, but make sure you get that first one. We'll double crochet across these 7. And then we are back to a space, so we put 2 double crochets in the space. and then chain 2 because we are coming up to a corner. And so you will do this for the rest of your bag. And you can see here, we're adding 4 stitches each round because there's 2 spaces and we put 2 in each. So now we should have 11, okay, because we had 7 before. So go ahead and do as many rounds as you'd like. And when you're done, we will meet back up to put the bag together and do the handle. All right. Like I said, I do 6 rounds after this first one. So we're on round 3 right now. I'm going to finish up this one and I'm going to do 3 more so that I match up with the one that I have here. And then I will see you back when you're ready. I just wanted to show you one more thing at the end of round 3 here. When you come around, you're going to have that space. So we do our 2 double crochet in there. And then you're going to start having to do, I have 2 stitches left here. So you're going to have to do 2 double crochet or a double crochet in each of those stitches to get back to where we started. And in the next round, you'll have even more than 2 stitches there. But I just wanted to let you know that you didn't mess up if you have stitches left there. That's just how it starts to work out. So you'll do 2 into that space, and then you'll have 2 more stitches, and then slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 to close it up. And again, you can count your stitches to make sure that you have the same on all 4 corners, or I'm sorry, all 4 sides. And that way you'll know that you're right, but you can also kind of just tell by looking at it. So if you come around and you have a space and then you still have stitches left, don't worry, just go ahead and double crochet into those. Okay, so I'll meet you back after my round 6. Okay, welcome back. So I finished both of mine, and hopefully you have 2 by now. If not, just go ahead and pause this and make your other one, or stop the video and make your other one. But when you have your 2, I'm going to show you how to put the bag together. So we are going to put them together so that you can kind of see the difference between, this is the front and this is the back. So you want both fronts facing each other. All right, so here's the front of the other one, and you want to put the fronts so that they're facing each other and lined up together. And then you will cut a long piece of string, or I'm sorry, yarn. I don't know how long. I always cut too long, but I'd rather it be longer than what I need. So I don't know, maybe I probably have 3 feet. You probably don't need that much. And get your yarn needle, and we're just going to put our yarn onto the needle, and we're going to sew around the bag, and we're going to sew around 3 sides so that the top stays open. So go ahead and grab one of the corners here and match up the corner pieces, and then we're going to start by, let's see, trying to think of how I usually insert. Okay, right after the corner piece there where there's the holes, I'm going to go right into the next stitch, and you're just going to take the inside piece. Okay, so here's the whole stitch. We're just going to take the inside loop and then match it up with the inside loop on the other side here, or sorry, the inside loop here, and pull your yarn through. And I just leave like a long tail that I will sew in at the end. All right, and then from there, we're just going to match up the loops all the way down, and you're going to take the insides of both loops and then pull your yarn through, and then just move on, and they should all line up nicely if you started in the right area. If you're off by one when you get to the next corner or something, it's no big deal. Just go through one of them on one side twice. Okay, so we're just going to do this all the way around 3 sides. Just take the inside loops, and you don't need a video for this. So we're going to do the same thing all the way around. I don't do any extras in the corners or anything like that. I just go in each one time around 3 sides. So go ahead and, whoops, go ahead and do that, and then I will meet you back when we're done with our 3 sides. All right, I've just come around and I've done 3 sides, so I have the top open, and I'm just going to go through this last one a couple more times, and then weave in my end. So since we're on the inside of the bag, I'll just kind of weave it all around, in and out to make it more secure, and then I'll do a knot so that it stays put. And then all we have left to do is the handle, and you can do any kind of handle you want. I'll show you a certain way to do it if you'd like to follow mine, but I've made these bags a lot. I've made tons of these, and I usually do a different kind of handle on most of them just because I kind of forget what I've done before, or depending upon if somebody orders one, what kind of handle they want. Some people like it as a crossbody bag, so I do a really long one, or some people just want like a little shoulder bag, so then I can do it shorter. Alright, so you can tie off here, and then your bag, oh, I have to weave in this end, but I'll do that later. So you can turn it inside out, or right side out, and this is what your bag should look like. Here's the sides all together, and from here we're going to grab our yarn again and start on a handle. So let's just get the end of our yarn here, and we're going to start up on one of the sides, either side, it doesn't matter which, and I'm going to insert my hook into that corner piece there, okay, the corner space, and just attach my yarn and do a chain 1. And then it depends on how you want to do your handle, how thick you want it or how thin. I'm going to do 4 stitches across, so it will be about that wide. You could do more, you could do less. So right in that same space, we're going to do a single crochet. And then in the corner here, you can see how it kind of V's down. I'm going to put a single crochet right there. And then in the adjacent corner, I'm going to do the same. Put a single crochet right there. And then in that space, like we did on the other side, I'm going to put a single crochet there. So I'm just going to do 4. If you want to do more across, you can, or less, you could do 2, but I'm going to do 4, and then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work, and then we are going to single crochet in each of those 4 stitches that we just made. So single crochet in the first, and the second, third, and fourth, and then chain 1 and turn your work back, and you're going to do the same thing all the way down. Just single crochet in each of those 4 stitches, and then chain 1, turn, single crochet in each of the 4, and you could do this for as long as you want the strap. I'm not sure how long I'm going to make this one, but I'm just going to keep on going with mine. You can keep doing yours, and then I will meet you back to show you how to attach it to the other side if you need help with that. Also with this, I've made a lot of these where I've put fringe on the bottom. A lot of people really like the fringe. I'll post a picture up here now while I'm doing this to show you some of them that have fringe on the bottom. Those are really cute. You could do that. You can add different things, beads or something like that if you'd like on the bottom. I think this one I'm not going to do fringe. I'm just going to keep it as is and just finish up the handle. I do like the look of fringe, but I don't always like doing it because it's just kind of time consuming. So if somebody wants it, that's no problem at all. I'm happy to do it, but I think I'll market this bag as one without fringe, which I think is really cute on its own too. So go ahead and finish up with your strap and pause the video and come back, and we will meet at the end and just attach our strap, and then we'll be done. All right, I'm back and we're just about done here. So I finished up my strap and we are going to attach it to the other side. So you want to make sure that your strap is not twisted. And then on the other side here, we're going to attach it. Oh, I still didn't tie that piece in yet. All right, so let's see. On the other side, we're going to attach to this first hole like we did before. If you can see that first hole, and then this little stitch here, this little stitch here, and then this hole. So you just take your strap and attach it here. Got my yarn on the wrong side. Okay, so just attach it here with a slip stitch. And then we're going to go into this first stitch of the strap, first single crochet, and go back in that same hole that we just slip stitched into. And just do a single crochet. And then go into the next stitch, second stitch here, and go into that that little hole there. And it doesn't matter if it's like perfect or anything, but just we're gonna do 2 stitches in between the bigger holes. So just find a place to place yours and do a single crochet. Sorry. Okay, and then we're going to go through the third stitch here, and on the other side do our single crochet, and then we'll go through the fourth stitch and we'll go through that hole there and do our last single crochet. And then you can chain 1 and cut your yarn to tie off, and we're done with our bag. So you'll just want to weave this in. I usually go back and forth underneath the strap here to make it a little bit tighter and so that it's not showing, and then you have your whole bag and you're finished. So thank you so much for hanging out and doing the bag. If you'd like to comment below, I would love to hear what kind of yarn you used and what color and what size hook or anything like that, who you made the bag for. I love hearing things like that. So please leave a comment below, or if it was easy for you to do or difficult, or if you have any questions, I usually am able to get back to you pretty quickly. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, if you're not subscribed, I would love to have you. And I have a lot of different tutorials for all kinds of items, bags and scrunchies and scrubbies and hats and scarves and all kinds of things. So take a look through my channel if you'd like and see if there's anything that piques your interest. But thank you so much again, and I hope you have a really great day. Bye-bye.